For other persons by this name see Nefertari. Nefertari, also known as Nefertari Meritmut, was an Egyptian queen and the first of the great royal wives of Ramesses the Great. Nefertari means beautiful companion and Meritmut means beloved of, the goddess Mut. She is one of the best-known Egyptian queens, next to Cleopatra, Nefertiti and Hatshepsut. She was highly educated and able to both read and write hieroglyphs, a very rare skill at the time. She used these skills in her diplomatic work, corresponding with other prominent royalties of the time. Her lavishly decorated tomb, QV 66, is one of the largest and most spectacular in the Valley of the Queens. Ramesses also constructed a temple for her at Abu Simbel next to his colossal monument there. Titles: Nefertari held many different titles, including, Great of Praises, Sweet of Love, Lady of Grace, Great King Unregistered Trademark S Wife, Great King Unregistered Trademark S Wife, His Beloved, Lady of the Two Lands, Lady of All Lands, Wife of the Strong Bull, Goda Unregistered Trademark S Wife, Mistress of Upper and Lower Egypt. Ramesses II also named her the one for whom the sun shines. Family: although Nefertari's family background is unknown, the discovery from her tomb of an ob inscribed with a cartouche of Pharaoh has led people to speculate she was related to him. The time between the reign of I and Ramesses II means that Nefertari could not be a daughter of I, and if any relation exists at all, she would be a great-granddaughter. There is no conclusive evidence linking Nefertari to the royal family of the 18th dynasty however. Nefertari married Ramesses II before he ascended the throne. Nefertari had at least 4 sons and 2 daughters. Amenhotep, the eldest, was crown prince and commander of the troops, and Pharaoh would later serve in Ramesses' Unregistered Trademark S army. Prince Meriaton was elevated to the position of high priest of Re and Heliopolis. Inscriptions mention he was a son of Nefertari. Prince Merira is a 4th son mentioned on the 4th section aid of the small temple at Abu Simbel and is thought to be another son of Nefertari. Meritmun and Nefertari are 2 royal daughters depicted on the 4th section aid of the small temple at Abu Simbel and are thought to be daughters of Nefertari. Princesses named Bak, A, Mut, Nefertari, and Nefertari are sometimes suggested as further daughters of Nefertari based on their presence in Abu Simbel, but there is no concrete evidence for this supposed family relation. Biography: Nefertari first appears as the wife of Ramesses II in official scenes during the first year of Ramesses II. In the tomb of Nebenth, Nefertari is depicted behind her husband as he elevates Nebenth to the position of high priests of Amun during a visit to Abydos. Nefertari also appears in a scene next to a year 1 stela. She is depicted shaking Tusistra before Tauret, Thoth and Nut. Nefertari is an important presence in the scenes from Luxor and Karnak. In a scene from Luxor, Nefertari appears leading the royal children. Another scene shows Nefertari at the festival of the mast of Amun-Min-Kame Faiz. The king and the queen are said to worship in the new temple and are shown overseeing the erection of the mast before Amen-Re attended by standard-bearers. Nefertari Unregistered Trademark S speech during this ceremony is recorded. Your beloved son, the Lord of both lands, Usamotep-Re, has come to see you in your beautiful manifestation. He has erected for you the mast of the framework. May you grant him eternity as king, and victory over those rebellious His Majesty, LPH Unregistered Trademark Unregistered Trademark. Nefertari appears as Ramesses' Unregistered Trademark S consort on many statues in both Luxor and Karnak. In Western Thebes, Nefertari is mentioned on a statuary group from Dur el-Bahari, a stela and blocks from Dur el-Medina. The greatest honor was bestowed on Nefertari however in Abu Simbel. Nefertari is depicted in statue form at the Great Temple, but the small temple is dedicated to Nefertari and the goddess Hathor. The building project was started earlier in the reign of Ramesses II, and seems to have been inaugurated by Ka year 25 of his reign. Nefertari Unregistered Trademark S prominence at court is further supported by cuneiform tablets from the Hittite city of Hattusis, containing Nefertari's correspondence with the king Hattusili III and his wife Pudahepa. she is mentioned in the letters as Naptera. Nefertari is known to have sent gifts to Pudahepa. The great Queen Naptera of the land of Egypt speaks thus, "Speak to my sister Pudahepa, the great queen of the Hatti land. I, your sister, be well. May your country be well. Now, I have learned that you, my sister, have written to me asking after my health. You have written to me because of the good friendship and brotherly relationship between your brother, the king of Egypt, the great, and the storm god will bring about peace, and he will make the brotherly relationship between the Egyptian king, the great king, and his brother, the Hatti king, the great king, last forever. See, I have sent you a gift, in order to greet you, my sister. For your neck of pure gold, composed of 12 bands and weighing 88 shekels, colored linen mklalu material, for one royal dress for the king. A total of 12 linen garments. Nefertari is shown at the inaugural festivities at Abu Simbel in year 24. Her daughter Meritmut is depicted taking part in place of her mother in some of the scenes. Nefertari may well have been in failing health at this point. After her death she was buried in tomb QV66 in the Valley of the Queens. Monuments Abu Simbel, Great Temple Nefertari appears twice as one of the royal women represented beside the colossal statues of Ramesses II that stand before the temple. To the left of the doorway, Nefertari, Queen Mother Tua and the king's son Amunhotep flank the colossal statue of the king. To the right of the doorway Nefertari, Meritmut and the king's son Ramesses are shown with the pharaoh. Inside the temple Nefertari is depicted on one of the pillars in the Great Pillared Hall worshipping Hatshepsut. On the wall of the inner pillared hall Nefertari appears behind Ramesses II. They stand before the Bark of Amun, and Nefertari is shown playing the sistra. Elsewhere Nefertari and Ramesses II are shown before a bark dedicated to a deified Ramesses II. Nefertari is shown twice accompanying her husband in triumph scenes. Abu Simbel, Small Temple The small temple at Abu Simbel was dedicated to Nefertari and Hatshepsut. The dedication text on one of the buttresses states, a euro unregistered trademark, a temple of great and mighty monuments, for the great royal wife Nefertari Meritmut, for whose sake the sun does shine, given life and beloved. A euro unregistered trademark, while on other buttresses it says, a euro unregistered trademark, King of South and North Egypt, Usermartesi Tepenri. He has made a temple by excavation in the mountain, of eternal work, manship, in Nubia, which the king of South and North Egypt, Usermartesi Tepenri has made for the great royal wife Nefertari Meritmut, in Nubia, like re forever and ever. A euro unregistered trademark, the two colossal standing statues of Nefertari in front of the small temple are equal in size to those of Ramesses II. Nefertari is shown holding a sistrum. She wears a long sheet dress and she is depicted with a long wig, Hothoric cow horns, the solar disk and tall feathers mounted on a modius. In the interior of the temple, Nefertari appears in a variety of scenes. She is shown for instance offering to a cow in a papyrus thicket, offering before Khnum, Satis and Anuket, the triad of Elephantine, and offering to Mut and Hathor. Tomb 66 in the Valley of the Queens. The tomb of Nefertari, QV66, is one of the largest in the Valley of the Queens. It is 520 square meters, and covered with pictures of Nefertari. Her husband the pharaoh is not represented in any of the pictures. Nefertari can be seen wearing Greek silver earrings in one of the portraits. These would have been sent to her as a gift for diplomatic reasons. The tomb was robbed in antiquity. In 1904 it was rediscovered and excavated by Ernesto Schiaparelli. Several items from the tomb, including parts of gold bracelets, Shabti figures and a small piece of an earring or pendant, are now in the Boston Museum of Fine Arts. Additional Shabti figures are in the Egyptian Museum in Cairo. In popular culture, she is a major character in Norman Mailer's 1983 novel Ancient Evenings. She features prominently in the Ramesses series of novels by Christian Jack. Her name is used as the surname of Princess Phoebe in the manga series One Piece. She is the main character and narrator of Michel Moran's best-selling novel, the heretic queen. She is played by Anne Baxter in Cecil B. DeMille's 1956 epic film The Ten Commandments. She is in an episode of Hercules, The Legendary Journeys, City of the Dead. In the video game Tomb of the Lost Queen, a fictionalized version of her tomb is used as the game's premise. She is portrayed by Golshifteh Farahani in the 2014 Ridley Scott film Exodus, Gods and Kings. Features in the film The Mummy Returns. In the Fate prototype prequel novel Fragments of Blue and Silver, Nefertari's necklace was the catalyst to summon her husband Ramesses as one of the servants of the Holy Grail War. Ramesses, now known as Servant Rider, is furious at such an action, since it means that the tomb of his consort was raided specifically to get the necklace and summon him. References: ABCD Dodson, Aidan and Hilton, Diane. The Complete Royal Families of Ancient Egypt. Thames and Hudson. 2004. ISBN 0-500-05128-3, Gradzetsky, Ancient Egyptian Queens, A Hieroglyphic Dictionary, Golden House Publications, London, 2005, ISBN 978-0-9547218-9-3, ABCDEF Tildesley, Joyce. Chronicle of the Queens of Egypt. Thames and Hudson. 2006. ISBN 0-500-05145-3, ABCD Kitchen, Kenneth A., Pharaoh Triumphant, The Life and Times of Ramesses II, the King of Egypt, Aris and Phillips. 1983 ISBN 978-85668-215-5, Tildesley, Joyce. Ramesses, Egypt's Greatest Pharaoh. Penguin 2001. ISBN 0-14-028097-9, Kitchen, Kenneth A. Ramesside Inscriptions, Translated and Annotated Translations, Ramesses II, His Contemporaries Wiley Blackwell. 2001 ISBN 978-0-631-18428-7, ABCDEFGHIJ Kitchen, K.A., Ramesside Inscriptions, Translated and Annotated, Translations, Volume 2, Blackwell Publishers, 1996, Widener 1917, 78. Friedrich 1925, 23. A. Owen 1989, 3-6, via, Fate Prototype, Saugen No Fragment, Beautiful Mind. External links, Queen Nefertari Meritmut, The Tomb of Nefertari Meritmut.